Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. They go back to the ground with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Stuck for the loss by Devin White. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Running left, it's Fournette. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
In motion right is Jones. On play action, now Brady. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Brady going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 22. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Fournette. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his left.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw, it's Rodgers. There's a nice move. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Open man, this is Lewis. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
1 back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong in the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
The final shot before half for Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady sliding out of the pocket.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. The 40 before he's out of bounds. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard. And that leads to a Green Bay first.
Run! Hey, 88! Get 300!
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. An inside give to Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they throw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Rodgers now to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Evans comes in motion right. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action, now it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
From the 27, Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he stopped immediately there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Brady. Got a man complete to Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Succop's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state.
They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. A fairly short kick from the 14. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Slot man moves right. A handoff, Fournette running left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Fournette. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. A shotgun give to Fournette. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Brady. He completes it to Evans.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Up the gut, Fournette. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady now to throw.
The pass up.
And he lost the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26. 50.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. We're scoreless after 1. They'll go with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Wait, that. Roll bandit. Cover. Hey, 166. Ozzy. Back to 3 balls. 72.
On first down, Brady. This is caught by Evans.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 19-yard line.
Hey, 56. Rip.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Bernard. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Scat 300. Scat 300. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Excellent.
On first down, Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 630. Inside. 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
50. Get Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
26. Get 300. Get 300.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Excellent.
And again, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. Throwing
is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Crosby is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
In motion right is Evans. Brady now on 1st down. And this is caught by Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Brady. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It was Jamel Dean who brought him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Forced out to his left. Able to find Lazard. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a design play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit. And as you mentioned, finding the first down on a 4th down play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Running right, Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan from 3 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Brady got to have this one. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
An inside give to Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers on the move to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. On the sneak, Rodgers.
And he's going to have the Packers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. The give is to Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown!
Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their...
Ballin' all day like Brady. Long hair that's wavy. And a been shopping all day, no Macy's.
So my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man. I love it. I love it. Got so many rings. I need room for another one. Been through the pain now.
You think they with me? Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah. Got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy than they winning. Yeah, crazy than they winning. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mama mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this fast. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
New world, all the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's the real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take off for the meal, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they copy out for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I feel out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and fools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip. What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you, I'm like overdog. I treat you like I'm Jigga, watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic, that ain't protocol.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a...
I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me. Talk from a sip that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Heard you wanna be. Don't got no whip and rag on no petty. Flip, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. When you be not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. A fairly short kick from the 14. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen eluding the pressure right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Tre'Davious White that time, getting there for the loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd and 15.
Over. Take 30. Inside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On first down, Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Now Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, take 26. Hey, 88.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. Pushes past him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll go again to Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A give to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Going deep for Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. They had a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run it with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen.
He'll find Hodgins there complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Again, it's Jones.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
2nd and 8.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Able to find Lazard. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Number 50, hey, you block over here.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. One final try here for Allen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To the air, Allen.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And just no chance.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo, Porsche, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, Porsche, photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A handoff, Fournette running left. Stiff-armed him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Brady now on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door Totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Here's Brady to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Watson complete. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, an even 90 yards. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Up the gut, Fournette. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Brady. And Rudolph has it left side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Ryan Succop on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
All right, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Rodgers going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And that is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Succop's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Now a look at the backup Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. And Watson has it right side. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing. Love. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown here this first half. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Run 50. Hey, you block over here. Excellent.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers dance, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A one-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. Takes it at the 7th. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Brady.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. To throw is Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Evans comes in motion right. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail, and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Succop's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On play action, now Rodgers. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running right, Jones.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Dillon now on 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run here with Dillon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Brady to throw. He'll find Fournette again here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now Brady. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back to throw, Brady. Being chased out left. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now Brady got to have this one. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers have just...
Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Taken from about the 12. clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And Brady able to get down as he picks up a 1st. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A handoff to Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Now he'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now Leonard Fournette, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 24. Mixon will try the right side.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 1, ready? 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Burrow on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
11.
Burrow on play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Taking it right down Broadway. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
11.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good. They're on Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Here's Burrow.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
11 Thomas.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Uses the stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
11.
On third down, Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 73 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. The final shot before half for Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get to football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game.
Here we go.
You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 27, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Brady now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Back to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 17-3. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they go play action now. Burrow.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got to throw it off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now it's Burrow.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
Touchdown, Bengals!
Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Joseph Osai.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Gonna let it fly for Rudolph.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
11.
From midfield now, Burrow steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Hey,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Hey, set.
Up the gun, Fournette. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Succop's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal in the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
11 MT. Here we go.
Throwing, Burrow.
And that is incomplete.
back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely fourth-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Burrow, and that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Burrow being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go.
Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Wait, set.
A handoff. Fournette running left. And some space here. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception.